All right, guys, we are live. Give me a few seconds. I need to set this up so I can put it on Instagram as well. I think we're good. Chance, you got me? You hear me?
Yeah, I'm good. I hear you. Hear me?
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, man.
Facebook, let me know if you're there. Okay, we got one viewer. Let's see who it is. I'm gonna pull up my Facebook so I can see my comments. All right, max my screen. All right, let's jump into it, man. We got a big matchup tonight. We got Kinston High traveling back down to Elizabeth City for 2 weeks in a row, and it's going to be huge. Northeastern is a big-time program. Kinston is on a roll. Chance, outsider to you for this matchup?
Man, I'm excited. Nothing's better than late season football, playing after Thanksgiving, and you're going against one of the biggest brands in North Carolina football.
Absolutely. Much respect to Northeastern. Hey, before we get to actually Northeastern, I'm going to talk about the weather at Northeastern. I don't have a slide for this, but guys, it's going to be freezing. It's going to be cold. It's literally going to be freezing. And they say the Elizabeth City weather is a lot different from Kinston, which I found that hard to believe, but everybody keeps saying it. The water bottles are going to get frozen. Your feet are going to be cold. Your toes are going to be frozen. So bring your hand warmers, bring all that good stuff. But hey, it's time to jump into it, and let's go ahead and get into it. Let me bring this up. Let's put some respect on the program. Northeastern is good, guys. Northeastern is good traditionally. They're good every year, and it's no different from this year. But traditionally, since 2004, man, 45-19 in the playoff is insane. That's insane. That's 45 playoff wins. Yeah, y'all just don't understand how many teams don't have 10. They're 129-24 at home. They are 237-60 overall. In the last 7 years, 3 state championship appearances. Chance, what you got on that?
Yeah, man. When you think about Northeastern, you think of late season football. And back in high school, I remember we played them once in the playoffs, and it was just, your season's over. But I truly believe that this Kinston team, if they're going to be a team that can go on the road in the cold, this squad has a fighting chance.
Hey guys, I got my comments up. So make sure you're talking to us. What do y'all think about the matchup? What are y'all seeing? Are y'all bringing your hand warmers? Is the bus from Kinston going to Elizabeth City? Is Kinston going to pack it out? Let us know. Talk to me. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Boom. How they got here. Northeastern took a first round bye because they had a 7 seed. After that, they blew out South Columbus 56-21. In the second round. In the third round, they went against a running team, which most people said they were going to lose against, and they prevailed. It's 52-34 versus a strong Pender team. Chance, you got a chance to see that Pender team. What did you see when you saw that Pender team?
Yeah, I watched them when they played South Lenore, and honestly, they truly didn't fully impress me that much. South Lenore really could have been in that game, much more competitive what they were. But what Pender did do is they finished off their drives. And when you see a team puts up 52 points on a team like that runs the ball, controls the clock, this Northeastern team is legit. And they kind of remind me of the same kind of path that Kinston took of being the lower seed, but people kind of think that they're better than what their seedings are. So this one should be a really fun one tonight.
I'm gonna share this to some groups to make sure we can get our viewers in. 1 second, guys. I think so too, man. This should be real fun. The thing is about the Pender team, they were a run team, and this right here is going to be an air raid. This is going to be an air raid. These are 2 teams that can throw the ball. Let me pull up some stats I pulled up. Let me get that banner off. It's kind of in the way. No, not that one. All right. Northeastern's on a 5-game home win streak. Kinston's on a 4-game road win streak. Northeastern has 7 wins by 18-plus points. Kinston has 6 wins by 21-plus points. Northeastern is 1-3 when held under 20 points. Kinston has been held under 20 points once, and that was against 7A South Central High School. Northeastern leads the all-time series 2-1. They won the last two games, but the last time Kinston beat Northeastern, they went to the state championship. And I don't know what round it was, but I'm pretty sure it was deep in the playoffs. Man, it was a 14-13 game, actually. When you see these streaks like this, Chance, what do you see when you see a 5-game home streak, 4-game road streak? We know Kinston. We know how they play on the road, man. You covered their road to the fourth round last year. Let's start there. What do you think about that when you see those type of streaks?
Man, Kinston, they're very gritty, and I don't think they let these kind of streaks or all the different stats that we're about to talk about kind of go against them. They just line up, they play their brand of football, but they're going to one of the toughest places to play and below freezing weather. And last time they were in a situation, it was at Whiteville last year, and it was kind of similar weather. It was very cold, and you can see it kind of affected Kinston's offense a little bit. It kind of took them a while to get going. But if Kinston can come out hot and not start so slow, these two things are gonna be going back and forth all night.
For sure. I love the second little notes there. Northeastern 7 wins by +18. Kinston 6 wins by +21. Northeastern has been held under 20 points 4 times. Kinston only once, and that was the first game of the season. I mean, this should be a shootout. This should be a game that you want to see. This is something that lives up to the hype. What do you think about if the winner of this team facing James Keenan, if James Keenan is able to get past Farmer Central?
I've been saying all along, if Kinston can just get to the Eastern Regional Final, they're going to win it. They're going to get to the state championship. And honestly, I think if Northeastern gets there, it's the same situation. And there's nothing against James Keenan. It's just the fact that if you're Kinston, you're riding on what would be a 5-game road win streak at the time. If you're Northeastern, you're probably the biggest brand left in the East.
Right.
And, you talk about what's going to be a fun one next week. These two teams right here, I kind of feel like this is for their spot in state championship game.
Yeah, man. We're about to continue and go through, but if it don't matter who wins this game, next week, if James Keenan wins, this matchup for the Eastern Conference Finals, that's what I'm calling it, the Eastern Regional Finals is, oh, man, it's going to be packed. James Keenan doesn't have a track, so their field's right there. Their stands are right there on the field. And
it's loud.
Oh, man. But first, we got to take care of this game. Let's go ahead and jump into Northeastern's team profile. I see Exum, Mr. Harrell, I'm sorry. I appreciate it. And I agree that both have to get the offense going. I agree with you as well, Chris. Kinston has a lot of firepower, but we're going to see. There's much respect in Northeastern. It's talking about Northeastern. They're throwing it well. 258 yards per game, 141 rushing yards per game, averaging 7.3 yards per carry. The defensive side, 49 TFLs, 29 sacks, which is a lot, 10 interceptions, 7 forced fumbles, and interceptions 9 out of 12 game. Christian Bateman, good to see you, big dog. We're covering your guys right here. But when I showed you these stats, Chance, you said, hold on. You said, they got a kicker.
You don't see this in high school football, man. Like,
man.
Dude
52 out of 56. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's missed 4 extra points, but you got it right there. 23 straight made, 3 of 3 field goals, with a long of 38. They got to do this pretty much automatic. And Kinston's kind of got their own field goal kicker that's been, just as good for them. So that's a matchup in and of itself of just who makes the first mistake on the special team side of the ball that really can come back and, kind of bite either one of these teams.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Let's keep moving on, breaking down. We're gonna give y'all look, Travis, Bill. We're not giving our prediction of yet. You got to wait till the end for that one. Let's keep it moving. All right, Northeastern's key player Zach Ishman, man. Oh God. Junior has come in his first year starting behind, I think, a 4-year starter. I don't remember the dude's name from last year, but he has been amazing. 194 for 289, throwing at a 68% 3,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, 6 picks, even runs the ball 231. Northeastern is 8-0 when he throws 2 passing touchdowns. Man, there's no doubt. I got X factors in the game. There's no doubt this is Northeastern's X factor right here.
Yeah.
Chance, have we seen a quarterback like this yet? But I mean, we see Tyler every week, but
Yeah. I mean,
have you seen one?
not really. I don't think I've seen a guy that can throw it and run it as consistent as Ishman has done it. Just what he's doing his stats here, and he's got some really good weapons with him, man.
Yes, he does. The run game, man, one thing I noticed is they got 5 players with at least 19, 20 carries. They don't rely on one guy. I saw Northeastern play last year at Green Central, and what I saw was they had their quarterback, then they got like 20 dudes that get the ball. Like, it's insane. I shout out to Coach Antonio, what he's doing with the team, the offense productions, and just like that, like I said, the wide receivers got 7 wide receivers over 100 yards, 6 of them with at least 11 catches, 10 players with a receiving touchdowns is insane. Number 2 had what my man say, what Christian Bateman say, with game winning play. I don't know which exactly. He's calling it this year for game winning play. He's a 5'8", 160 guy. Number 2, Uzi. I don't want to miss his name too much. Harney. For his career, he's not 92 catches, 1,466 yards, a lot of touchdowns. But this year, he's got 62 catches, 956 yards. Looks like 9 touchdowns. Sorry, my chat's in the way, but I'll take it. Chance, what do you see when you see this offense and production? Does it surprise you? Kansas is a little bit different. It's more 3 or 4 guys, not necessarily 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, I mean, just to be at the level of football that Northeastern's on, to have 10 plus players with a receiving touchdown, 7 wide receivers all over 100 yards. I mean, your top receiver is 5'8", 160, but he's almost got 1K yards and 9 touchdowns. Like, this just looks like a team that's going to spread the ball. And you talked about almost over 7 yards per carry. Like, how do you line up and kind of decide who's going to beat you? I mean, they got, like I said, 7 dudes over 100 yards. These dudes are going to be explosive, 6 with 11 plus catches. This game in and of itself is going to be a big matchup. And who do you take away? When do you take them away? Do you change your game plan after halftime?
And while we're talking, guys, I want y'all to go ahead and give us predictions in the chat. And I'm gonna talk about this right now. This is a good point that Harold just brought up. Northeastern is down. And that's an insane and most respectful thing I've ever said about a team. They're 9-3 in the 4th round in the playoffs, and they're down. That's insane. It sounds disrespectful, but it's absolutely respect, man. These guys, they win. They win in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They know how to win. They've been here. They've been here over and over and over before, and they are a very good team. So when I say they're down, I'm not necessarily talking about their team this year, how good they are. I'm just talking about up to their standards of they usually run through their conference. They usually run through the playoffs easily, and so far they have.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be easy tonight, but so far they have. I got to keep moving, guys. I got to keep moving. Let's check out their defensive side. On the defensive side, Jonathan Nigel, 5'7", 160 guy. The height kind of surprised me when I looked him up, but he leads the team in tackles with 84 tackles, 14 and 12 in the last 2 games. But then looks like number 9 is their guy as well. Jermaine DeShiel, 6'1", 218, 9 sacks. They have 6 players with an interception. Leading in the defensive backfield with 3 interceptions is Jaquel Stallings. Christian, feel free to throw in your defensive analysts on the guys in the chat, because we don't know these guys like you know them. But Chance, what does Northeastern have to do to slow down the Kinston offense?
Man, look, to slow down Kinston is to just not play man coverage. You can't line up and play man on man with Tyreek. You can't play man on man with B5. They have so many different weapons. Pat Brown's emerged. Genesis Wiggins had a huge game a couple weeks ago. To stop Kinston's offense, to me, is just play better offense than them. But if you want to try to slow him down, is force Tyler out of the pocket. Don't let Tyler be comfortable, because when Tyler's comfortable, we've seen him this year. He's a very dangerous quarterback. He puts balls in the right place. But Jermaine DeSales, how you say his name, with 9 sacks. I mean, that guy's getting after it.
For sure.
It's tough to get 9 sacks in high school football. And when your leading tackles are 5'7", that shows me that this team flies around. They don't play with their size. They're playing with heart. And this is going to be a fun one, man. I just can't keep saying how fun this is really going to be.
For sure. For sure. Oh, I'm not ready for that yet. Hold on, guys. All right, let's switch it up. Let's go to the K-Town team profile style. Let's stay with the offense, man. I see you, Christian. Christian, tell me who's Micaiah Williams and what position, how big is he? All right, while we talk about the Kinston offense, they're averaging 275 per game, 73 rushing yards per game, 4 yards per carry. They're 8-1 when Tyler Jones completes 70% of his passes. And I have to throw this out there. That one loss was against Tarboro, which was a dogfight. Who everybody respects Tarboro. They're 5-0 when Genesis Wiggins rushes for 55 or more yards. Here's a crazy stat. I know y'all can't see this, but they're 0-3 when Tyreek Copper has 10 plus catches. What jumps off at you right there, Chance?
Man, just that last stat. Like, if you would have told me, just randomly, the guy's the NC State commit, he goes for 200 plus yards a game. It feels like every other game. It's 0-3 when he has 10 plus catches. It shocks you. But watching this team, I realize why they're like that. It's because when dudes are stepping up, like Brendan, Pat Brown, Genesis Wiggins, and it's not all on the back of Tyreek, they're a super dangerous offense. And their rushing game has came a long way since they were in the beginning. Earlier in the year, it was kind of tough for them to kind of find the true identity. They made some changes in different positions, and they've opened up. They've become much better, and coach has these guys really playing well at the right time.
All right, let's move to the other side of the ball. Hey, Christian, I think I seen him in an interview. Dude's a beast. He looks huge. Oh my god. Kinston team profile: 71 tackles for loss, 11 sacks, 13 interceptions, 8 forced fumbles, and they got 9 intercept. Well, there's 9 games out of 13 games that they got interceptions. When the defense gets no interceptions, they're 1-3. When they record an interception, they're 7-2. I'm gonna keep moving. I'll stay on this for a little bit. Chance, the defense has really stepped up. I put my foot in my mouth against Tarboro, and I said Kinston was going to lose by 30. And man, I was so wrong. They actually came and played Tarboro and made plays against Tarboro. Everybody knows Tarboro is going to get off. They're going to get their yards, but they actually were able to stop them in certain plays, and it was big for him. And we've seen this too. I should have been better. I should have known better. And we've seen this against Whiteville last year. We've seen it against the playoff run. I seen it against James Keenan last year at James Keenan. It's the defense is very, very, very underrated. And anything you want to say about that before I move?
Man, they're just scrappy. Guys like Isaiah Newton as a undersized defensive tackle is just finding ways to make plays. You got like Xavier Kroom, who just flies around. He's a ball magnet. He's where he's supposed to be. They have 2 really good corners. I mean, they're just a team that's kind of underrated. It feels like that their offense gets so much love, which is, respectfully, they deserve it. But this defense has came a long ways, and I think that Aiden Griffin game really woke them up. They were kind of getting bullied in that game, and it's been a completely different squad since then.
I want y'all to know I am reading the chats, man. Keep it going. I see you, Chris. I love the 10 by 10 prediction. I see the predictions, Christian. I see all the other stuff, the great information. Keep it going. All right, let's flip to the offensive side one more time. Boom. Now, these are the guys. These are the dudes. Now, like literally dudes. When you say you got dudes, this is what you mean. Tyler Jones leading the state, all classifications in passing yards. 214 for 312, 69% is insane. That's nuts. Almost 3,600 yards, 47 touchdowns in the air. He actually has 51 total touchdowns when you count his rushing yards. He does have 9 interceptions. But then you look at his weapons, man. Tyreek Copper, Brennan Chambers, Tyreek Copper, career 257 catches, 4,500 yards, 59 career touchdowns. Man. Like, that's insane. We will never see this again, ever.
No.
Look, people tell me all the time, Trey, why do you always talk about Tyreek Copper? My wife tells me, like, you always talk about Tyreek Copper. Look, guys, this guy's going to be playing on Sundays.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. I love all the kids. I'm from Green Central. Kinston is my natural rival. I don't care about that. This kid is the real deal. And that's his nickname, the real deal. Yeah. And he has done everything you have asked him to do in the classroom, at practice, in the off season, on the field. This dude gets it. He is going to NC State next year, and he is a problem. He's about 6'3", about 214. On people see his punt returns, and they say it's a little slow. And I agree, they look slow, but it just shows you how much ground he's covering. The kid has speed, but he's 6'3", running like that.
Yeah.
It is very, very underrated speed. Route run is A1. Hands is A1. He will moss you. He will eat you up, carve you up if you give him space. He will get on defense and pick you off. He will return the punt return. Whatever the team asks him to do, he's going to do it. Enough about Tyreek. I'm gonna give you a chance to talk, Chance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a chance. Brennan Chambers. First 5 games of the season, I didn't know what was going to be. Respectfully, the last 6-7 games, Brennan Chambers has been awesome. People have double team, triple team Tyreek, and Chambers like, oh no, you're giving me one-on-one. I'm going to beat it every time. I've seen him make tough throws. I've seen him make tough catches on 3 guys. I've seen him make clutch catches for first downs and getting body bruised up. Dude is a D1 receiver. He has proven to me week in, week out. And before I keep over talking you, Chance, shout out to DJ Murphy in the chat, baby. Chris White in the chat. I appreciate y'all guys. I need predictions. Just letting y'all know if y'all just getting in. Chance, talk about the big 3.
Man, just look, starting off with Tyler Jones, his leap from last year until now has been something to watch, and it's been enjoyable because you can see how hard he wants it, how much he works for it. You know, you can tell he kind of beats himself up sometimes, but he's the real key of making this offense go. He makes almost every throw that he didn't make a lot of times last year. You know, his interception numbers are a little high, but when you're throwing for 3,500 yards and you've thrown it 300 times on the year, you're bound to throw it to the other team a couple of times. But, you know, talking about Tyreek Copper, I hate to see him going to Raleigh as an ECU fan, but this guy's special. I mean, he is the best player on the field every time he steps on the field. And, you know, he's just one of those guys. You see him at Pasquotank getting triple teamed. I've never seen in my life seen dude ever get triple teamed ever in any sport. And they triple teamed him. And then you talk about Brennan, that leads one-on-one with Brennan Chambers, and he was just doing work. And that's where they've grown. Early in the year, I wasn't, you know, kind of like you, I wasn't sure about Brennan Chambers. He was kind of slow to start, and it was the Tyreek Copper show, respectfully. And then Brennan Chambers showed up, and ever since then, this offense has clicked, you know, all the way around. And this is a fun group to watch, man. It's history in the 252.
For sure. And before we move on to our next slide, I have to give shout outs to many, many players. Genesis Wiggins has made plays when they needed them. And when they triple team or when they put everybody in coverage, they give Genesis the ball, and he runs the rock well, man. He plays his role very, very, very well. And when you got guys like this on your team, you have to be unselfish. And they have unselfish players, starting with Genesis Wiggins, man. Shout out to Genesis. But also a guy, Pat Brown, man. Hey, I think Northeastern is going to go man up on the guys, and I think Pat Brown's about to get loose. That's just what I think. Pat Brown's been great this year. I think Pat Brown makes plays, and there's a bunch of other guys that can get in there and make plays. Let's keep it moving to the defensive side. There's my guy, Jemiah Phillips. I see you, big dog. Come out there and freeze with me. All right, here we go. K-Town defense. Xavier Croom, 10 tackles in the last 4 games. My Ring doorbell's going off. I'm sorry, guys. Xavier Croom has been huge. All 4 years. He's been huge. 10 tackles in the last 4 games. Kinston is 5-1 when he hits double digits in tackles. And it's not just him. They got a crew of guys that been dominating with tackles. Jamar's Poole, 134. Christian Ham, 114. And Xavier Croom, like I said. And Norris Bell, man, he's been huge. Under the radar, will hit you, will fly around, 102 tackles. These guys have to be sure tacklers, because when I seen the tape on Northeastern, I didn't see 6'4" receivers dominating. I didn't see 6'3" guys like they got. I saw 5'8", 5'6", 5'5" guys getting loose. And they have to be tackled. If not, it's going to be a long night, and it's going to be a battle. They have to be tackled. They have to be short tacklers on this. Tell me about what you think about my guys, Xavier Croom, Jamar's Poole, Christian Ham. You've been watching them just as long as I have, Chance.
And they're just fun to watch. You know, Jamar Poole is a true lockdown. Like it's hard to when you see just dudes like him play defense the way he does. It's fun to watch. And Christian Ham and crew, man, they just fly to the ball, and I feel like they just live for the contact. Uh, Kroom is just. I feel like if he's not trying to hit somebody, I don't know what he's doing out there. He's a ball magnet. He's just one of those guys that you line up and you love to watch. And it's a dude I'm sure Northeastern is hating to see on film the way he plays. And Norris Bell, just another guy that's really emerged for them. He likes about under the radar. But when you have four dudes, 100-plus tackles, it shows that their ability to fly around, put 11 hats to the ball, and just make plays is something fun to watch.
Hey Christian, if you're still there, check your messages. I sent you an invite for him to come on our predictions. Yeah, man, he's been a dude the whole time. Jamar Sewell's been a dude. Christian Hand's been a dude, and they've been needing guys to come up and step up. It can't be just those two guys. And let's move up to the next. And it's been more guys. Jameer Brown, 14 T4Ls. Davian Jones, 12 TPLs. Isaiah Newton, that's my dog, 11 T4Ls. Marshawn Pollard as well. If I might have spelled Marshawn wrong. If I did, I'm sorry. Pollard, 10 TFLs. Man, these are some underrated guys for Kinston that don't get talked about. And especially Isaiah Newton. I mean, dude's 5'6", 5'7", maybe. And he's going against the strongest, the biggest, the toughest guys every play. And he causes havoc, man. And it's not just him. But like I said, all four of these guys got over 10 TFLs. How important is this group, Chance?
Man, their ability to get to the backfield has been kind of unreal to watch. They're a smaller unit, with Pollard and Newton up front, but they beat dudes off the ball. And when they hit you, usually you don't get off of them. They don't have a lot of sacks as a team, but what they do well is they put multiple guys up front. And when they get home, he might not make the first tackle, but the next two surely is. So their ability to get dudes behind the chains is going to be big tonight. And if this defense shows up the way I think they really will, it's a fun one.
All right, let's move on to our X factor. That's a note, Christian, that I'm about to bring up as well. X factor. Hey man, this guy don't get no love, and I'm here to give him his flowers. Justin Gooden is the man. He's a dog, but here's your chance to prove it. You don't get passing teams. You worked all summer with 7-on-7, Terrence Copper's travel team, whatever it's called, and national team. I seen the way you work. I seen your footwork. I seen you get in there. There's no doubt Justin Gooden can cover. He leads the team in 4 interceptions, only 2 pass breakups somehow. But I love this kid. It reminds me of myself, and I really mean that. He can move. He's athletic. Remind me of my old self. Let me say that. He can move. He's athletic. He can go. He's confident. He's cocky. He'll come up and hit. But most importantly, he's going to cover. And it's going to be very, very big against this Northeastern team. This is your time to shine, Justin, and it's time to lock in, big dog. It's time to lock in. And on the other side, our guy, Man Pool, it's not Jamori Pool. It's Jamore's Pool. He has to be locked in and ready. I know he will be. He's a senior. He's the other corner. And this is what we play for. This is they take a step. They've been talking about taking a step. This is the next step right here. This is your chance right here. Chance, who's your X factors? What do you think about my X factors?
Yeah, man, look, your 2 X factors they're truly 2 of the biggest pieces of the night. We seen what happened at Paso Tank when Man kind of dropped the ball on the punt, but he was so locked in after that. I was like, there's nothing bad's happened the rest of the night. He had a solid game after that. But when you have a guy like Man Poole and Justin Gooding to lock down 2 of your best receivers all night to allow your undersized defense to get home, that's what makes this team so special to watch. And to me, I think the X factor for me is just going to be the coaching staff. How are they going to be able to adjust to what Northeastern wants to do? We've seen what they do in the second halves of game. And if this game's close to halftime and you allow these coaches to get in there and show them the film, there's a good chance Kinston's going to do it.
All right, let's bring up my last slide. And guys, if you're just tuning in, this will be on Facebook, so you'll be able to go back and watch the whole show. Don't be worried. We got game time until 7 o'clock to watch this. But most important part of the show. Oh, I got to delete something right quick. Hold on. Remove from studio. I'm getting good at the StreamYard. All right, here we go. Chance, I'm gonna let you start it off, and let's see what it is.
Man, I've been going into this game all week thinking it's going to be the shootout of all shootouts, and I just don't know if that's the case. I got it 28-21 Kinston. I think both defenses understand what's it going to take tonight in a cold game, a game where we seen what Northeastern likes to do. They put up 50+ points in both their playoff games. Kinston sees that. Kinston, they can get in the shootout and they can win shootouts, but I'm sure coaches, the less time they get the ball on the other side, the better for them. And I just think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Everybody's got it going, a lot of points. But I've seen this Kinston defense play better, and we talked about the weapons that Northeastern has. And it could be one of those games that's 7-7 at halftime until both coaches get a chance to kind of breathe a little bit.
For sure, for sure. I want to talk about the comment from Terrence right there. Terrence Copper just said Tyreek's been clocked at 4.38. I brought up a while ago that he looked slow on his punt returns, and that's just the game speed because of how big he is and how we're not used to seeing a guy that big run at the game. Like he's 6'3" and he's outrunning guys. There's no doubt he's not slow.
Yeah, the game's slow for him.
We've seen him against the Green Central team outrun 10 players. We've seen the punt returns where he's outrunning guys. There's no doubt about it. He's just a different animal, man. He's a different animal. And that leads me into my predictions. For all the Kinston fans traveling, just know this is a true road game. This is a true road game. You're going to get the HBCU vibe from there. Coach Tonio does a great job with the atmosphere. There's going to be club speakers on the track, spread it out, and it's going to be loud. There's going to be an announcer that's very animated that the Kinston side probably will not like, but he's just doing a great job. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Their band's going to be jumping. Like I said, it's HBCU vibe, and it's about to be a shootout. It's about to be a game. This is going to be a fun football game. I personally think Northeastern. Hey, look, let me lay this out as well. These two teams met up during the summer for the 7-on-7 championship. For it was at Greenville, whatever, and Kinston prevailed. These two teams been waiting to get at each other. They have been waiting to get at each other for sure. Kinston got the best of them the first time. And I think Kinston gets the best of them this time. They just got to fight the crowd. They got to fight the cold. Tyreek, Tyler, Brennan, Pap, Xavion, everybody. They just had to fight to the end and make plays. Make plays, and the other team's going to score, and you're going to have to bounce back. I got Kinston winning by 10. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be cold. I think I see Kinston and James Keenan headed to the next round for a historic matchup. But first, we got to finish right here, right now. Chance, I'm done. You got anything else?
Man, no, I'm just ready to get down there and embrace this cold, watch some good football, man.
Yeah, for the answer, everybody, we definitely will be there. We got highlight clips. Every touchdown will be posted. Post-game interviews, halftime interviews, pre-game interviews, probably not interview, but me and Chance probably get up there and talk. Hey guys, but we need Kinston there as well. We need Kinston there. There's no doubt who we're pulling for. We're pulling for the teams that we cover. Don't get me wrong. Well, there's no doubt we're pulling for Kinston. We hope they win, but most definitely respect Northeastern, what they have and what they have done in previous years, and they're here for a reason as well. Hey guys, I'm Trey Scott.
I'm Chance Scott,
and we'll see you at the game. This is New Sports Live. Trying to end it.